Am I the a-hole for exposing my sister's affair to her husband? I need some perspective on a situation that's blown up in my face, and I'm struggling to understand how I ended up being the villain in this story. For some context, I'm 27 female, and my sister Lily is 30 female. She's been married to James 33 male for 6 years, and they have a beautiful daughter, Emma, who's 4. Lily and I were always close growing up, but we've had our fair share of sibling rivalry. She's always been the golden child, straight-A student, star athlete. I was more of the artsy type, often overshadowed by her achievements. But despite our differences, we managed to maintain a decent relationship into adulthood. About a year ago, I started noticing changes in Lily's behavior. She became more secretive and distant, often making excuses to avoid family gatherings. James, who's always been a doting husband and father, seemed stressed and worn out. I tried to reach out to Lily, but she brushed me off, insisting everything was fine. Things took a dramatic turn when I accidentally found a series of text messages on Lily's phone. She had left it at my place after a brunch date, and curiosity got the better of me. The messages were from a guy named Mark, and they were explicit, to say the least. I realized my sister was having an affair. I was torn. I knew that if I confronted Lily, she'd deny everything and accuse me of snooping, but I couldn't sit back and watch James, who adored her, be deceived. I decided to gather more evidence before making any moves. Over the next few weeks, I discreetly collected screenshots of their conversations and photos of them together. When I felt I had enough proof, I confronted Lily. She exploded, calling me a nosy, jealous sister who couldn't mind her own business. She even threatened to cut me out of her life if I said anything to James. I was devastated but resolved to do what I thought was right. I reached out to James and asked him to meet me. It was the hardest conversation I've ever had. He was initially in disbelief, but when I showed him the evidence, his face fell. He thanked me for telling him and left in a hurry. The fallout was immediate. James confronted Lily and she didn't deny it. Instead, she packed her bags and left, claiming she needed time to think. James filed for divorce soon after. But here's where things get messy. James's family, who I've always been close to, turned on me. They accused me of destroying their family and called me a traitor. Apparently, Lily had spun a story about how I'd always been jealous of her and wanted to ruin her life. They believed her. I was disowned, ostracized, and labeled the villain. It got worse. Lily revealed she didn't want custody of Emma, stating she wasn't ready to be a full-time mom. James was heartbroken but determined to provide the best life for their daughter. My own parents were caught in the middle, unsure of whom to believe, but leaning more towards Lily's side to keep the peace. I've lost everything. My relationship with my sister is shattered. James's family hates me, and my own parents are disappointed in me. I'm left questioning if I did the right thing. Should I have kept my mouth shut and let Lily handle her own mess? Was it my place to expose her affair? I miss Emma. I used to babysit her all the time, and she was like a little ray of sunshine in my life. Now I'm not even allowed to see her because James's family views me as toxic. I understand their hurt and anger, but it feels so unfair to be punished for trying to do the right thing. James and I have kept in touch. He's grateful for what I did, though he's dealing with his own pain and betrayal. He's assured me that once things settle down, I can be a part of Emma's life again, but the damage has been done. The sense of betrayal from those I considered family cuts deep. To make matters worse, Lily is thriving in her new life. She moved to another city and started a new job, seemingly unburdened by the family she left behind. She posts pictures on social media of her new adventures, making it clear she's moved on. Meanwhile, James and Emma are struggling to adjust to their new life. James's parents have been particularly harsh. They've accused me of meddling in affairs that didn't concern me and of enjoying the chaos I caused. I tried explaining my side, but they refused to listen. They were convinced I was jealous of Lily's life and wanted to tear it apart. This narrative has been especially hurtful because I've always cared deeply for James and Emma. I've tried talking to my parents about the situation, hoping they'd understand my perspective. They've been more sympathetic, but are also disappointed that I didn't handle things differently. They wished I'd confronted Lily privately, without involving James. They believe family issues should be resolved within the family, not exposed to the world. Despite the backlash, I stand by my decision. I believe James had the right to know the truth about his marriage, even if it came from me. I'm trying to rebuild my life, focusing on work and the few friends who've stuck by me. I often wonder if there was a better way to handle things or if I should have just stayed out of it altogether. Am I the a-hole for exposing my sister's affair? Did I overstep my boundaries? Or was I right to tell James the truth?